Back with more Chia firing. You can see I got 199 counts. I still don't have any Chia, but I keep moving them over, so we'll see if I get some eventually. But I do have something fun to show you. I found out that you can flip a bit on a USB drive and tell Windows is permanent. So I use this little tool, and I told Windows all 5 of these drives are permanent drives. They're not removable drives. So Windows says, okay, we'll go ahead and let you add it to a storage pool, which is this cool thing they have where you can put a bunch of small drives together and make it a big drive. So I'm going to go ahead and take all of these. I'm going to make sure I do not put my NVMe drive in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, create pool. You can see the little lights on there. So actually, I could make a two-way mirror if I wanted to. I could do a parody, all kinds of nutty stuff. I'm just going to say simple so I have the most storage to use. Call it USB cluster. We'll go ahead and create the storage space. All the little lights are flashing up, having fun. This tool that I found is called fixed disk. I don't even know what it's called, but if you look around, you can see it's just you want to flip the bit on the USB drive. That'll turn it into a permanent drive. So now I have 280 gigs out of these 5 64 gig drives. So let's go ahead and create a storage space on this. Oh, I already did. And there it is, it's D. So I'm going to go ahead and copy here's all my plots. Let's see how fast this thing is copying a plot to the D drive. I'm going to throw a task manager here. Performance. So here's our Microsoft storage space. I'm going to go ahead and copy one of these plots to here. It's not bad. It's 27. I mean, this thing's confused. It's obviously at 100%. You can see down here, only one of the drives, maybe 2 are actually getting the data. You can see these bottom 2 have lights on. So it looks like it's, it just fills them out as they go. They don't, in other words, it doesn't share across all drives, the traffic, it just sends it to one straight drive. So 27 megasecond is better than I thought. But let's try and mine some, let's try and mine or farm some, plot some Chia. Let's see, power. On D. We're gonna make 99 plots on our USB storage space here. They're all lighting up now. You can see it put in the temp files, and this is ridiculous. This is the ridiculousness that I was expecting. You look, it's not even what, half the time it's just waiting, and then the other half the time it's 7.3 or 3.2. They're not even really doing. I think storage space is just confused. It has no idea. I know there's some kind of caching with storage spaces, so I'm guessing it's just caching and then not caching. And all the drives have no idea what to do. So this clearly is not a good way to farm or plot Chia. I would never plot on these things. But if I had, I don't know, 20 of these stupid things, I could probably store a ton of plots on them. So it's handy for that. I mean, it turns a useless 64 gig drive into a useful 280, I think it was. So you could, I mean, you can conceivably plot on 285. You can conceivably plot on this if it wasn't so friggin' slow. And these are all USB 3.2 connections, by the way. I don't know if the drives themselves are just Microcenter drives. They might not be 3.2, but even if they were, you can see it's not the speed of the drive. It's just that it's trying so hard to do something, and it's none's getting anywhere. They're all flashing. They're all writing. It's 100% utilization. Just, I would never plot on these things. But again, they are handy if you want to. Now watch them when it closes. It's still flushing out the cache. It just won't. It has no idea what to do. It's still 100%. After this closes, I bet you it's still going to be 100%. Yeah, look at this. There's nothing going on with this drive right now, but it's still at 100%. Curious how long it's going to take to calm down. It's still trying to write what I sent it, I don't know, a minute ago. Yeah, do not plot on a USB storage space cluster. Don't do it. But at 20, whatever it was, megasecond copy, it's not bad for storing plots. I'd do that. Unreal. The cache is still trying to flush out. I'm going to stick with this just because I'm curious how long it's going to be until it finishes out. Wow. Maybe I should optimize the drive usage. I'll wait till this finishes out. I can view file, that was easy. USB drives all the way through, all because I flipped that bit. You just pop in a drive, get status, flip it to fixed disk, and it's good to go. And then you can, I hope, flip it back. I haven't tried yet, but these aren't too expensive, so even if I lose them, it actually modifies the controller in the USB drive, so it could screw up your drive because the bit is like a firmware thing on the drive. So when I flipped it, for all I know, I can't flip it back. It still works fine. It's just, I'm not sure that it'll work. Man, this is nuts. It's still flushing that cache out. So anyway, let's check on our, nothing changed in our Chia. Oh, I screwed up anytime I remote desktop in, it does not like it because I'm using video resources. So I'm gonna close out this desktop, let that thing copy, hopefully get 200, I'll have 200 plots next time. But this was fun, taking a bunch of friggin' USB drives that are useless and turning it into a big 285 gig storage space.